Hello guys, I'm Electronium, and today I'll be showing you version 2 of my storage module. Okay, so first demonstration of it working, but you set the address, so your 8-bit address here. Just go with this for now. Then you get your outputs on these purple lines. So you can see we have 1100 on the upper 4 bits and then 1000 on the lower 4 bits. So it's a 256 byte storage module because you have an 8-bit address and an 8-bit output. So as I said before, this is version 2 and it has the same function and about the same speed as version 1. You can see over here, but if I do a quick aerial shot, wait for me to go out, you can see just how much smaller it is compared to the old one. And this is due to a couple of things. First of all, if I come over here, you'll see it a lot easily, but I got rid of all the wasted space in between these two layers and then these two layers in here. And then I also moved some of the input decoders to be vertical layers instead of horizontal. I'll show you that more in a minute. And then moved the row decoder out onto the side where the rows are, because that makes a lot more sense. And then also, I interlaced the memory cells. So as you can see here, they're just in a row. But on design 2, I actually took, say, this chest and moved it into this block right here. And then the comparator for the at memory cell here in between these two chests. So I was able to get rid of, I don't remember how much, but like 16 blocks in length just doing that. So yeah, those are the main things, and there's 3 parts of this, just like the old one. You have the input decoders, and the reason there's 2 of them is because this uses a multiplexing system to determine what storage cell is being addressed. So you can see you enter your 4-bit address in here, and then it determines which of the 16 columns are selected, and this is using a off is selected. So whenever this turns off, it shuts this line off, which is used on these pistons. So you can see the comparator will output through this block onto this analog bus line. But on the ones where it's on, the piston will go down, and since it can't push the signal through a piston head, this won't light up. And here there's not actually anything stored in there, but if I throw a block in there, you can see it's outputting a signal that runs down the analog bus, but the one over here is not. And so that gets us 16 signals that want to be put onto the main bus. So that's when the row decoder comes in. So it uses this signal to determine which of these is off, and uses more pistons to determine which of these gets put on the 2 main buses. Oh, and I forgot to explain this earlier, but the reason there's 2 layers is because an analog signal in Minecraft can only store 4 bits of information, so you have to have 2 layers to get your full byte of data out of each memory cell. Yeah, so back on what I was saying, the row decoder figures out which of these rows needs to be addressed and then shuts that line off so that either the concrete powder or the concrete itself allows the signal to be put onto the main bus line. So these bus lines run down the entire length and meet in the middle. So you can see they meet here where they get pushed into the output decoders, which I'll go up to the top because you can see the top one a lot better. So on the top one, you can see that your analog signal comes in here, and then it uses some comparator math along with some repeaters, along with just hoppers filled with items to generate signal strengths, to decode that into a binary number. So you can see here we have 1000 from that memory cell where we just threw 1 block in. Because this is actually flipped, but because this is meant for numbers as well as instructions, you just put however many items you need for whatever value you have out, and then you just adapt that however you need. So yeah, I'm going to set the time to day, so you can see it a little bit better. But yeah, that's the main part of how this works. And yeah, so each storage cell, hopper, comparator, and then It uses multiplexing from these outputs to determine the it uses multiplexing from the inputs to determine the outputs. And if you look over here, you can see I've already been doing plenty of prototyping with things such as this, where I found a better way to transmit analog signals that's faster. You can see the faster one's on the right, also the one I'm using now is on the left, and then as well as a better input selector that is just smaller. So yeah, I'll be implementing this and other tricks into my version 3, which you'll see out soon. If you have any questions or comments, put them down in the comment section below, and have a good day. Bye.